So guys, key trades today is April 28th. Happy Monday. And a great way to start off the week. Again, we took a loss, right? How to turn a red day green. Let's go over it. Let's get right into it. Coming in testimonials, I made myself a nice profit today. Live account numbers showing here. And then we had Caesar take out the call out, hit 60 points. And this man's got himself the mentor badge after securing a payout, after going 300, 400% on his live, and going 13 for 3 on callouts at the big 3 alerts. But let's go to the pre-market plan. Again, spot on. I said we're bullish to buy side previous week's high, and then once we deliver, I want to look for 2 trades. If we see the break and continuation, we'll look for our classic model. If we get the previous week high sweep in the reversal, I want to look short to the 4-hour and then pre-market low. That is exactly what happened. So again, previous week's high sweep. Here is previous week's high. My first narrative draw was 466, which is into this 4-hour fair value gap. And then 391 was my final TP, being at pre-market or overnight low, and obviously a 1-hour low here as well. So again, I was looking for what? We swept out this high. Do we break and continue to run higher, or do we sweep? If we sweep and find the reversal, we know minimum 4-hour. If we sell through the 4-hour, we know these targets get hit. So coming into our loss, again, I'm not upset about this loss. Right, we found the sweep. We already delivered the 4-hour, but that's fine because my target wants to see the pre-market low. And we ended up inversing this bullish, forming this bearish. So now I look for my classic 5-minute model. We got the sweep. Again, the early entry inverse would have delivered, but I was not comfortable playing until we got the breakdown. We would have been scale break even if we took the early entry. Once we got the breakdown, I wanted to grab short here with a 25-point stop loss. We got a little push in our favor, 11 points, and just got shit on. Right? It was going to be a 40 to 82-point gain. But what do you know? We were right. Again, you guys see this model time and time again, the 5 and 15-minute model, off the 1 hour, off the 4. You see this model play out. You've seen it win so many times. But it's going to lose. Not every strategy is perfect. Not every strategy is going to win 100% of the time. But what did we do right? We read the market right. We knew the draw was lower. We had a great quality setup. I am totally fine taking losses. If these are my losses, I am totally fine because we keep on executing, keep on staying confident. It'll win more than it loses, and it'll win better than it loses. And if you look at it, it was just inefficient, slower action. We can blame the market, but it is what it is, right? We never swept out a new high. We never filled the 5-minute above. We never did anything new. SMT, nothing. We just, a little inefficient, ran it one more time higher, and then delivered it. And that's fine. What's important is that we read the market right. We execute a great trade. We cannot time the market. We cannot tell when it's going to go. We have to put 2 and 2 together. This is my narrative, exactly what I wanted. This is my model, and I'm going to execute. And that's that. Didn't work out. A 25-point stop loss, totally fine. Very fine. And it ended up working out, which sucks, but it makes me happy that I read the market right, but just didn't get delivered when I wanted to see it, and that is totally okay. Took a loss, totally fine. Coming into PM, we started seeing the sellers come in. And what I love to play is understanding the chart, understanding that we've sold off, understanding that we started to consolidate. So if we really wanted to hunt lower, right, which would be the target to hunt these lows, if we really wanted to, we should see what displacement. Once we see sellers start to stall out and form structure, what is my easiest narrative target? We play this PM setup all day long, and that is going to be the reversal of price back into the 1 hour and minor equal high 15-minute. So this ended up being a 1-minute setup that I called out, and it was a classic SMT inverse. Formed an SMT here. Keep track of this 10-15 low and this 1031 low. We can see that we made a higher low on NQ. If we go to ES at that same time frame, we can see 1015, 31. We made a lower low on ES, swept out the low, and on NQ, we made a higher low, failed to sweep. So now we have the SMT. So now we're waiting for what? I want to wait till buyers show me it wants higher. Once we inversed this bearish and finally broke structure above here, I called for a 301 entry at this inverse fair value gap, and a stop loss at 285. Scale break even was this internal high, and full TP for me was this high. 31 points and 54 points. Bang. We took a 25-point loss. Here, totally fine. What do? Do we get anxious? Do we want to get back in, make our money back? No. We cool down. We look at the price action. It's going to deliver, but I can't read it, and it should have delivered when we took it, so we're going to step off and come back fresh PM. We come back fresh PM, and what do? We stay confident with our edge, confident with our model. I get a different setup. I get an SMT inverse setup that I take. Put the pieces together, nice model, and we see a very great delivery, and that thing is ridiculous, man. It ripped ridiculous. It ripped 200 points, right? But that's the gist of this video. Turning a red day green is simple. You take a loss, you recoup. And what you do is you don't make the loss back. You stay disciplined. You wait for your next quality opportunity, which we got here, and you execute at the same size as your loss. You capitalize on 2-to-1, and you make it back the right way. You do not make your loss back by forcing, by spam trading. You make your loss back by staying disciplined, waiting for the next quality model, and executing with confidence. And that was what we did there. But that's going to be it, guys. April 28th recap. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you want to join this group, we have a link in the bio. We'll be happy to have any and all new members. But until next time, guys, peace out.